Hello! Welcome back to Gategully, a Dwarf Fortress Let's Play by Mike of Nearly Enough Dice. Right, I don't know why I'm moving my camera around, because up until very recently, my fortress had exactly one surviving dwarf due to a slight riot that I slightly provoked by massive miscarriages of justice, specifically accusing a Kakapo, a dead Kakapo, no less, of absolutely every single crime in the fortress, in the cold cases files, and everyone got very upset. And I went from 215 dwarves, about half of whom were children, to approximately 7. But some migrants have decided to brave this terrifying place, knowing it may be their tomb. So let's unpause and let's have a look at what brave souls have shown up. It almost doesn't matter. Or is it just the two of them? Oh no, two and a flashing L. What's that going to be? What's that L? A llama, maybe? It's a llama. Sort of what got here so far. A diagnoser, brilliant. Everyone's dead, but you know. A farmer, I'll need one of them. I'm assuming that S is a sheep. So is it just 2 and some livestock? No, more! What have we got here? A miner! Might need one of those. You'll probably basically all be on corpse hauling duty for quite some time, so you know, I wouldn't bother too much about what your actual professions are. Who are you? A peasant. Good. A W? Oh, is that another water buffalo? I don't know how my water buffalo population's gotten on. I can obviously check in the animals menu. But I'm just going to sit here and watch immigrants come in. Population in my fortress. Who are you? Fishery guy? Fine. So what I'm probably going to do once they've all actually shown up. The farmers, sweet. The farmers are actually going to be very important. Well, maybe not. I mean, I do have an awful lot of food stocks back from when my fortress had 200 people in it. But it is a thing that I want to get, you know, up and running on a regular basis. Is that an H? What is an H? A horseful. You're going to get butchered. What I did have, another bloke, more fishery workers. I forgot one. Yeah, my water buffaloes were my meat source. So I was kind of gradually breeding them up and killing them whenever they got old enough. But horses are fine. A couple of farmers. Probably more farmers than I need. But like I say, everyone is going to be on corpse hauling duty. I mean, I'm probably like, oh, glassmaker, fine. You won't be a glassmaker for much longer. Trust me on that much. I mean, like to the extent of actually disabling all the other hauling labours. You know, don't haul socks, don't haul furniture, don't haul anything except bodies for a bit. Get down. You should probably get put in the cage as soon as. But then I actually might want to kitten around to some cats around to kill. I think that's Malot. I think that's all of them. Yeah, looks like. Okay. So actually, so let's go to Dwarf Therapist and connect to DF. I might not have those in yet. They do seem to count. That's good. Sole survivor of Gategully. He's now got minor injuries, minor medical problems, poor thing. So these are my new lot, and I am just going to probably actually be easier to do to just toggle hauling. And. 'Cause Why is it not toggling? Should toggle off. Oh, that's interesting. I seem to be having to do this the hard way. Well, this is not quite the hard way. This is the slightly less hard way. So literally just burial and refuse hauling and water hauling. Probably water hauling isn't that important, and I don't know if that actually counts as, you know, feeding people who are in the healthcare system, and it may even not even count. They're all recovering winded, and that's good. Farming, got a few farmers. Now, my miner, I'm not going to be mining for a little bit, I suspect. The other thing I need to do is stone crafting. The reason I need stone crafting is that I need to make lots of slabs and possibly coffins. I seriously need to make lots of coffins, and it would help if I actually committed those changes. So we'll just do that, because I'm already having a ghost problem. So I need to. I've got my. This is where all the crafts dwarf. This is where this craftsman workshop only takes stuff from this stockpile, and that's coffins and slabs for my huge graveyard, which is up here. Only my huge graveyard isn't huge enough because obviously I've got 200 odd dead dwarves that need to be coffined and stuff like that. So anyway, all done as. So I'm just going to do basically anyone who's already a ghost. I'm going to kind of add an engraving. Right, so that'll do for the moment. Yeah. Council's feeling horrified. There's going to be a lot of being horrified. There's going to be a lot of being horrified. So I should possibly turn these off. No, okay. I don't think anyone's a bone cover, so I think I can actually just safely ignore that. Yeah. So I want to get folk, you know. Oh yeah, I need to get as many people buried. I need to get the corpses out of the fortress. I've got a brand new corpse stockpile here, and it's all big horror mess actually. And I should probably, I've got these animals here are going to start probably because I've got a series of pastures, and I don't. None of them are big enough, so I just often have to remember to kind of move them from one place to another, and I always forget. Whereas what I should probably do is make one great big, huge, enormous pasturing for my pasturing animals, or indeed, as has been suggested by others and various wiki articles I've come across, is that I should just invest in animals that don't need anything very much. I will quickly go back to Dwarf Therapist and see if anybody's got architecture, assuming I can find architecture in this list, which I always seem to have difficulty with. I might make a custom view just for those tasks, those professions I keep finding difficult to find. Architecture. No one does architecture, which is a bit of a problem. So I'm going to put whoever those guys are, they're going to do architecture as well. That is a bit of a problem because I really want my trade depot up and running again. like seriously want my trade depot up and running again. Maybe I care too much about whether my trade depot is up and running, now I think about it, but I kind of want my trade depot up and running. Yeah, because that's one of my trade depot was here, and it's one of the many things that just got brutalized in the huge riots, in the Kakapo riots, as we're calling them. And by we, I mean me, because it's really just me here. But that's the other problem I have, is all the ghosts. Got lots of ghosts. So, looking at my, I don't know if anyone's doing anything like that. No. There's so much needs done. I need someone to get back into making coffins. I need slabs to be put down. I need slabs carved and then built, which suddenly means I'm going to have to enable furniture hauling for at least somebody. Now that I think about it, in order to actually grab the slabs, so maybe I just want to go with coffins. I don't know. Do I have any spare coffins? I do not have spare coffins. So yeah, it's all brilliant. Nothing is going to go wrong at all. So I didn't get very many. I didn't get as many migrants as I wanted, but I got some. I mean, I can now look at my units menu. Look at that. Look at all these people. Fishing. You're fishing. That's useless. Stop fishing. Yeah, I think we're going to take away fishing. We've got tons of food, and fishing really useless. So we're just going to toggle fishing, and then... Oh, am I going to have to do this the hard way? Yeah, apparently I am. I can't just toggle that off. That's slightly bizarre. That is not how I felt that should work. Oh, that's not working at all. Yeah, apparently I can turn it on, but not, I suspect it's because they've got those kids there. Let's sort by age. Collapse all. No, that's not what I want. Sort by profession. No, that's not what I want. Current job. That's what I want. Current job. Because some of you are fishing. I want you to not be fishing. There we go. Fishing is not necessary in this here fortress. Oh man, I should really just go through and make sure that no one's doing anything except what I want them to be doing. Like, go away. I mean, glassmaking you don't have to worry about. There aren't any. There's no glassmaking jobs. You know, no one's actually asking you to do glassmaking. So that's all fine. Right, there we go. Yeah, there's nothing catching the northeastern swamps, so stop trying to fish. You silly dwarves. Oh, that's not good. Experiencing emotional shock. That is probably going to be an issue for quite some time. Yeah, these poor dwarves. Yeah, they say, well, they came to this terrifying place knowing it could be their tomb. At the same time, you know, they're wandering up to things going, oh, there's a dead body! I didn't expect that in the place that I knew was horrifically dangerous and would possibly end in my death. But, you know. Dwarves aren't rational, which is kind of why we're here, to be perfectly honest, in my very large sprawling fortress with no one in it. Because they all got very upset because I convicted a Kakapo of about 30 crimes, which the Kakapo was admittedly innocent. Or probably innocent. I don't know. It's hard to tell. But what can you do? So tempted to use things like water dump and stuff, but I think I kind of feel that I'm gonna kind of play this through. So I've got, yeah, as you see, got some people just grabbing body parts and chucking them in coffins, which is good. Helps get them out of, you know,
just sitting there in the open and rotting and being bad for you. Having said that, I haven't seen any miasma in a while. I have a sneaking suspicion it's because everything, it has been so long that everything has rotted down to the extent that it doesn't cause miasma anymore. But that's fine. I'm okay with that. Who is that at symbol? Don't know who that is. It's a dwarf, but they're an at, and they're not a they're not a dwarf face. They're an at symbol, which tends to imply that it's some kind of foreigner. Not the outpost liaison. That much I'm aware of, because the whole reason I have in fact got any migrants at all is that the fortress liaison came in and had a look around and went, "There's no one here." Although technically speaking, the fortress liaison came in, walked around for months and months and months and months trying to get a meeting with my mayor, which didn't happen. Watched the hideous carnage unfold. Watched the Kakipa riots, and then the complete just violence. It wasn't even a tangent spiral, because I made all the tangents, but it's just violence and violence and violence and violence and violence. Cancels construct building. I don't wonder what construct building they just found. Anyway, yeah, so he watched all of that. He watched it all happen. And then finally, when there was exactly one active individual left, don't care about a granite door, I don't think. And that individual became mayor. Finally managed to track that guy down, and I think it's a lady actually. My last survivor of Gategully, I think a lady. Yeah, she's a lady. So the last survivor, she managed to track her down, have that meeting, with a very casual kind of, "Is there anything you'd like from us? Any of the next Dread Caravan? We'd really like some maces. That would be really brilliant." And just casually, "Oh, okay, fine, that's that dealt with." And then went home and said, "By the way, there's this fortress with like huge amounts of stuff, and no one there. Maybe some migrants should go." "Oh, that sounds good. Is it dangerous?" Not now that everyone's dead, no. In theory, "Oh no, forgotten beasts! Look at them all," but they're all in the caverns and very far away, and they're all blocked off and they can't get to us. No, the danger in Gategully was most definitely all the other dwarves who were extremely annoyed at everything. I don't think I'm going to be getting my engraved slabs anytime soon. Someone being a manager. Let's get rid of some of these things. Let's get rid of that. Remove. Can't keep those. Oh, that was the catapult parts was from a previous. Not the Duchess. This is the Baron. This is the second last survivor of Gategully. That was the person who got elected to mayor, but then managed to get themselves horribly. I think they got beaten up by a child, which is embarrassing. They got beaten up by a child, dragged themselves to the infirmary, and then died of thirst, because the actual the only adult left. My fortress, it kind of spans a few Z levels. Here on -7 is my big stockpile kind of area, and my workshops are on -8. Dining room on -9. Noble quarters -10, then some more ordinary quarters at 11, and the infirmary is down here at 12. Takes a while to get this kind of. Yeah, let us not dwell. Oh God, the dining room as well. The dining room is slightly awful. So I got 2 ghosts put to rest. That's quite good. What is that?
Oh, there's a giant rat. Oh, brilliant. Right. Somewhere in this mess, there's a cage. There we go. Let us. Oh no, that's actually not what I wanted to do. Let's just free a couple of these, and then Q. Then make room. So there you go. So it is. This place is a sculpture garden and it's a dining room. And oh, let's not look at it. There's all the dead bodies. It's a sculpture garden and it's a dining room and it's a statue garden. So every so often dwarves should be very happy to be in it. But yeah, the huge numbers of dead bodies will make them not quite so happy. So that's another ghost down. That's quite good. I didn't want Z. I wanted this one. So there's really only the one undead person at the minute. And some forgotten beasts. Oh no, there's some more down there. Yay. But, man, what can you do? Lots of you get cancelled horrified. Gonna get so many of those. Oh, and the upper corridor as well. This is where the main Kakapo riots took place. Oh, they're building farms. Yay. Now, technically, see this one here. This was my main. What am I trying to say here? Plump helmet. So I'm going to put this back to being. A, B. This is one of my secondary pigtail farm, but might as well make it plump helmets during the time when you can't grow pigtails. And I've got there's another pigtail one up here. Because when I had 215 dwarves, all going through clothing, and you need a constant supply of mittens and socks and things like that. Then, yeah, you need a couple of working pigtail farms. Oh, they've made my trade depot very happy. Oh, it's so nice having dwarves back in. So pleasant. The huge amounts of vomit on the floors is not quite so nice, but you know, what can you do? Just wondering if people are also taking corpses to the. And there don't seem to be nothing seems to be going on here, which is that's fine, I suppose. I mean, there's some room I think here for just corpses. The main thing is, I mean, obviously, as many of them that can be buried as possible, you want them to actually be buried, but. If not, just get them out of the fortress. Very important. There's probably somebody's teeth that are being put there. Where's my cursor? Yep, lower front tooth. But until I get a mason in the mason kind of no, I had a very brief moment where I thought someone was masoning, but they're not. I mean, to be fair, there's an awful lot of hauling to be done before, I mean, and the hauling does take priority. We need to get the bodies at the very least out the way, because otherwise things will get bad. Admittedly, they're already bad, but they'll get badderer, if such a thing can be conceived of. And then coffins. Well, I mean, hopefully I'm going to get more migrants next season. Or is it per month that... I can't remember if it's months or seasons that migrants turn up. But next season, it'd be quite nice to hopefully get some more migrants and then gradually build up the population. I mean, I do have a fair amount of dwarven children, but unfortunately the dwarven children are quite young and thus will not grow to maturity anytime soon. I mean, I've actually run this particular game's been running, I think it's 127 was the founding. And 127 was the founding. I'm just going to quickly check a thing. Which is the one? Bookkeeper settings. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Settings. All counts accurate. Okay. I don't. Yeah, I'm just quickly checking to see whether or not my bookkeeper was actually going to be bookkeeping. But unfortunately, I made them into a squad to put them into some metal armor because I was just frightened. I just didn't want my lone person to get killed, and they seem to train more than they do, ordinary, the actual other jobs. But hey, never mind. But the I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. That's really bad of me. But yeah, migrants need migrants. I do have. I've been running this game since I think it's 127, and so it's 12 years later. So I've been running. It's a fair while. And I have had like 2 or 3 children grow up and become actual peasants, which is kind of fun. But mostly, children are completely useless. They don't grow up. They just don't become anything useful. Unless, you really have to play for like 10, 20 years of game time before it becomes useful at all. I would love it if there was a setting where you could just say, don't bother grabbing their teeth. Don't care about their teeth. Get the teeth later, but no. Being able to tell a dwarf to do anything in any kind of sensible order is just not really. It's not really a thing, is it? Oi, oi, oi. Really need to make this a much nicer place. Dearie dear. It's just a big field of broken dreams and sadness. Oh, but no, they've made the plump helmet thing. A, B, C, D. There we go. I think these all have. Oh no, this is spare. I want cave wheat for brewing purposes. A, B, C. D. So sweet pots. And dimple cups. Oh, actually, I've already got 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay, dimple cups. We're fine with dimple cups then. What the hell, plump helmets. And I think this is... Yeah, that's just my pigtail. I'll leave that one. I probably do not need anything like that number of plump helmets. But... you lose surprisingly few fortresses just straight up starvation before you start saying farms, plump helmets, make all the plump helmets forever. It does take a while before you start thinking, actually, probably have enough. I'm probably okay for plump helmets right now. But that does take a bit of a time. Oh, dear me. I really need to speed things up. But doing it the current way I record things, it's just such a pain. But what can you do? Yes, my dwarves, put things in other things. That's what we need. We need things put in other things. Go away, Skype thing. So there is going to be quite a lot more of this. I mean, I do have, well, I can't, well, you can't tell anymore, but we used to have we have so much stuff, it was lovely. I'm trying to remember if this still works. Yeah, so, you know, I've got, yeah, my architecture, lots and lots of architecture. But, you know, so it's probably a place people do want to come visit. I should attract lots of migrants, but obviously the utter terror factor is going to influence things for a little while to come. Yeah, more ghosts. Rats stealing things. God damn it. I don't know if my cats actually have gotten out. Follow that rat. Where's that rat? Giant rat. Kakapo. What do I should worry about those creeping eyes, actually? Let's worry about the creeping eyes. A small underground monster that crawls across the cavern walls with four clawed hands. It has a single large eye which can shine with its own light, otherwise its stony skin blends with the rock. It has no mouth, and is said to feed on evil alone. Its skin is grey, its eye is red. Now, these are the lower caverns, which are theoretically, I think these are the lower caverns. Those are the lower caverns, which can be accessed. F7. So, I might want to shut those off for a little bit. The only problem is, the only way to do that is find a lever in here somewhere. There we go. And I don't know if anyone's actually on lever pulling duty, and they would have to go into the horrible corpse-filled dining room to do so. Look at all those dead bodies. And 2 ghosts for extra fun. Yeah. Oop. No. Letting my fingers sit on the shift key. No use to anybody. Yeah, so I mean the action such as it is going to be, you know, here. I'm probably going to have to expand this mightily because I've got, like I say, 200 dead dwarves to deal with. My maximum population was 215, and I lost all but 7 of those. So yeah, that is going to take some while, and a certain amount of. Well, they're going to make a lot of coffins. That's what I'm saying. I know I was starting on this thing. The idea here was it'd be, you know, coffins and then a slab, so you can actually kind of look at each of these slabs and see what went on with this person. Yeah, that was my last tantrum spiral in 132. A lot of people died in 132. That tantrum spiral came about because there was a were-lizard in the middle of the fortress. It suddenly transformed. Killed, like, not very many people, but of course, you know, I'm upset because my friend died, and I'm going to punch someone. I'm upset because I got punched. I'm going to throw this table over. I'm upset because someone broke my favourite table. And that was quite devastating, and I was mildly surprised I managed to recover from that, and recovered, yeah, pretty well. You know, that's... I went down quite a lot, and fought my way back up to 215 dwarves. But that was a natural tantrum spiral. That was not, let's annoy absolutely every single dwarf in the fortress simultaneously to a huge degree. That wasn't very clever at all. So, yeah. yeah, it's one of those things. Yeah, it has been 6 years since our last crazy tantrums file. Oh, there's a body going in. Hopefully that's going to lay a ghost to rest. Yeah, I remember I did this huge big expansion of my graves from I think about here, but like these 3 rows or 2.5 of these rows or something were like spare graves. And I was all being very smug and going, yeah, I've got tons of spare graves. Everything's fine. Now I don't have any spare graves at all. What are you horrified by? Oh, emotional shock. Yeah, understandable. Life is so awful. I don't think I'm going to get my lever pulled misses anytime soon. Let's head up to the top there and bring up Dwarf Therapist. I can't remember if lever pulling is a separate thing, and if it... Yeah, levers. Levers. Assign lever. Oh, I didn't know you could do that. There you go. If only I had known, that would have made this so much easier. Still finding out stuff to do with Dwarf Therapist. So, in fact, no one is going to pull that lever under any circumstances, but hopefully they will soon. Because that lever is going to be kind of important. So I've got like 2 cavern entrances. So this is the entrance to the upper caverns. It's kind of got a locked door. There's a drawbridge which I don't think I have in fact linked up to anything. Only I might do now. This is the old dining room, and I've got a series of levers here. And there's one which I wouldn't want, ordinary would not want to use, because this is the one that's attached to the inner gate. Used to be here, but I think is now destroyed, looks like. The outer gate used to be a gate here in my wooden stockade. I've had a comment about having a wooden stockade. The wooden stockade came about because this is an aquifer level, and there was a point where getting to stone was a real pain, and so I made it out of wood. And I've just not had much in the way of, I've not had any invasions. I had like 3 undead at one point turned up with a couple of necromancers and like 3-4 undead, and that's it. That's all that I've had. Oh, there was a minotaur once as well. Maybe a were-buffalo or something. But I've not had any sieges of any description in this place. But so I've not felt the need to particularly upgrade it. Although it's 2 levels high and it's got fortifications on top. And it's got there is a firing platform, so I can get my marks tools up there. But it's made out of wood because look, I've got all these trees. I've got vast amounts of trees. So it's in fact all good. But yeah, there used to be a drawbridge there to shut out the outside world, which I don't have anymore. So I could just pull that lever. Let's not do that though, because what's going to happen if I do pull that lever, then someone is going to come down here, they're going to pull that lever, and then someone upstairs is going to pull the lever, and then I'll just open the gateway to the cavern again. So this is my lower cavern, this is the upper caverns entrance, and I've carved all this away, because all this is marble, all this was marble. Marble being a flux stone, so I can make iron. So these caverns kind of come through here and tum-ti-tum. And they peter out round about here, so minus 73. But down here in F7, minus 122, that's the other cavern entrance. It's the lower caverns. And it turns out this is where there are lots of monsters. There are lots of monsters that are... I don't know if they can actually get here. I don't know quite the geography of these caverns. But, you know, given I don't currently have any means of defending myself, I used to have a reasonably gnarly military. So this is the caverns. I'm not quite sure where those monsters are. Yeah, there are some. I don't know what that is. So they're all water and stuff. So they're all down here. So I might be okay. But yeah, they're part of that cavern network. So I would like to get that cut off as soon as. And then down even further, it's the magma sea. Delicious adamantite, which I can't really touch. And here are my my underground smelters and stuff. But quite frankly, I should probably make a burrow setup and specifically exclude this from everything, because this is obviously way down, down in the depths. And minus 129, 130 and 131. Although, having said that, it'd probably be a very good idea to rebuild the magma forge here. Although I don't have anyone who can do it, because this actually now is an opening into my fortress, and I don't want that. That is a bad thing. I'm just going to have to hope that nothing bad comes through before I can sort something. Because I need to get someone with metal smithing. I need to get them down there, and quite frankly, at the moment, getting corpses buried and getting slabs engraved, which seems to not be happening at all. Where's my cursor? There we go. Yeah, that's not happening at all. But dealing with the bodies is really the vitally important thing to do. There we go. Some bodies are coming there. They're beginning to get dumped up here now, which is good. Wondering, I probably don't have enough space, given that there's not just going to be 200 corpses, but their teeth and things. Yeah, some teeth. Oh, new bodies. So depressing. Wonder why that one's an A. Speculating, really. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave the things to run for a little bit because I really can't actually do anything very much until something else happens, like I get more migrants or something. So I'm going to leave things here for a bit and let things run on until something exciting happens. So thanks so much for watching. If you've been enjoying it, please do hit like or subscribe. And you can also join us at www.nearlyenoughdice.com, where you can find our role-playing game themed podcast and blog. I do hope you will join me again next time, and until then, have yourselves a very dwarfy day.